Recently, DICE have just released a blog post on the new game modes coming to Battlefield 5, and for me it raised more questions than it actually answered. First, let's clarify the modes in Battlefield 5 before we discuss whether Grand Operations could be a timed event. So we will see Grand Operations, which is the mix of modes: Conquest, Breakthrough, Airborne and Final Stand. We have TDM, pretty standard. Domination, just TDM with capture points. Breakthrough, which is basically a renamed Shock Operations in Battlefield 1. Basically, it's become its own standalone game mode, which is brilliant. Conquest will return to Battlefield 5, of course, but it will come in a Battlefield 4 style, where you can get those epic comebacks, which is great news. The last two modes are Airborne and Final Stand. Now, I'm not sure if these will be standalone game modes, but Airborne is where you have to destroy the enemy guns, and Final Stand is a Battle Royale style mode where you have little ammo and fight to the death. I nearly forgot, we also are going to see the return of the Frontlines game mode, which is great news. It's essentially a push and pull mode. Now that I've cleared that up, because I know a lot of people are confused about the blog post about the different modes, I'll move on to talking about the Grand Operations modes specifically and why this has got me so confused. This is what DICE said about Grand Operations. Shortly after launch, you will be able to take part in the first Grand Operation. Now, I hope that is just some really bad English, but to me, that seems like the mode I was so excited for is coming after launch, similar to what is happening with Battle Royale. That's a huge letdown to me. I thought this was the game mode they really wanted to push, as we saw this in the closed alpha and at EA Play. But it seems that we will have to wait a little longer, as for whatever reason, DICE want to hold it off for a little bit. Furthermore, I think we can speculate about why this will be a timed event. This is what got me thinking that Grand Operations may be a timed event. This is what they said in the blog post. Each Grand Operation starts with an insurgent. This type of language that DICE used in this post isn't very clear. However, what I think that they will do is maybe have each Grand Operations lasting for maybe until the next DLC comes out. As we know, we have Tides of War, and it does seem that DICE are pushing events and challenges as they believe that this will keep players coming back. So maybe each month we will get a new Grand Operations. That's really where my head is going after seeing this blog post. Grand Operations isn't a game mode itself, but really a mix of different modes. But for me, it seems like the most engaging thing I heard get released about Battlefield 5 at E3. So to hear that we might have to wait till after launch and possibly not get to play these Grand Operations forever, that's a bit of a shame. Also, I think they will be trying to push a timeline scenario with these Tides of War. But one thing I don't really understand is why they don't just release Grand Operations at the release of the game.
Why?
It will probably be similar to what we saw in Battlefield 1 with Operations Campaign, and you will most likely earn more XP and challenges for winning one of these Grand Operations. But something tells me that if enough people get behind this game mode, they will make it a permanent one. Similar to what we see in Fortnite with the 50 versus 50 game mode, that has literally been on Fortnite forever because people love it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think DICE mean in this blog post. Do you think it could be a timed event? Also, I want to know, are you excited about the Grand Operations game mode? I've created a little poll of sort of yes or no at the top of the video. Please just answer there, as I want to get a feel for what people think about this game mode. This blog post by DICE about the game modes really got me thinking, and there are apparently 8 modes launching with this game, which is a lot. They have only released 6 so far, and Battle Royale will for sure count as one of those modes as well. So they may have one more mode to share, which I will definitely be keeping an eye out, and we will probably see this game mode get revealed at Gamescom. At the moment though, I must say DICE have gone very quiet at the moment, which always gets me incredibly nervous. But hopefully we will get some more info very soon. Be sure to click that subscribe button for all the latest news and speculation for Battlefield 5. Thanks for the continued support, and until next time, have a good one.